InterMapper exports map data to Google Earth. Here's how. To get data from InterMapper into Google Earth, two things have to happen. First, you need to give InterMapper the geographic coordinates for a map or device. Then you need to get that information to Google Earth. To use Google Earth with InterMapper, you have to turn on InterMapper's web server and allow access to the web server by any machine you want to use with Google Earth. You also need to install Google Earth on a machine with access to the web server. If you haven't already done so, download and install the latest version of Google Earth. It's available at earth.google.com. Every device you want to see in Google Earth needs geographic coordinates. There are two ways to specify these coordinates. Use InterMapper's latitude and longitude command to set a device's coordinates explicitly. You can also set coordinates of a number of devices at the same time by importing the devices from a text file. To set a device's coordinates, use a GPS, a map, or Google Earth to determine the coordinates of the location. If you use Google Earth, make sure you are viewing the status bar, then navigate to the location for which you need coordinates. Double-click the location to center it in the Google Earth window, then read the coordinates from the status bar. You can also click the Add Placemark button, then cut and paste the coordinates. Go back to InterMapper, and with the map editable, select a device and choose Set Latitude and Longitude from the Monitor menu. I've already set coordinates for Chicago, Boston, and Atlanta. Now let's view the map in Google Earth. View the Server Settings window and choose Web Server. If the web server is not running, click Start. Click the URL to launch your browser and view the InterMapper web server. Click Map List. Click the link to the map that uses the coordinates you just entered. At the bottom of the map, click View this map in Google Earth. The link requests a KML file from InterMapper. Click Open to open the file with Google Earth. And here we see the devices from the national map. Setting coordinates explicitly is the most accurate way to provide coordinates, but it's a little more involved. You can also set coordinates implicitly by defining 2 points on a map, each with its own latitude and longitude. These points are called benchmarks. InterMapper then computes the coordinates of devices relative to the benchmarks. On this map of Chicago, I've already set a benchmark at North Wacker and West Lake. Now I'm going to set one at North Michigan and East Randolph. From the Insert menu, choose Map Benchmark. Then click the location where you want to put the benchmark. Enter a latitude and longitude and click OK. Use a background image of a geographic map to help you position devices. Dartware recommends that you use maps which have an equirectangular projection. Other projections are distorted, so coordinates are not computed accurately. So now that I've set my benchmarks, let's take a look at the map in Google Earth. Since this device is a submap, I can use Google Earth to open it. You can click Open this map to view it with the InterMapper web server, but I'm going to click View this map in Google Earth, which causes Google Earth to request the map data from InterMapper. And now you can see the devices from the submap. You can see each map and its devices listed in the Places list. Double-click a place marker to zoom in on the location containing the map's devices. Click a device icon to view a status window. By default, status information is refreshed every 5 minutes. To adjust the refresh interval, right-click, or if you're on a Mac, Control-click the Maps folder icon in the Places list and choose Properties, then click the Refresh tab. You can refresh a map manually at any time. Right-click or Control-click the Map folder icon in the Places list and choose Refresh. InterMapper data is applied as a Google Earth layer and can be turned on and off using the checkboxes in the Places list. Depending on your network, you may find it useful to overlay other Google Earth layers, such as weather or traffic. When you quit Google Earth after launching it from an InterMapper map, you can save the devices in Google Earth's Places list. So that's InterMapper's integration with Google Earth in a nutshell. There's a lot more information in the InterMapper user guide, available from the Help menu.